July, covering all things professional wrestling. A show by members of the Busted Open Nation. Welcome to the Nation's Corner. Here are your hosts, the Nation's Corner crew.
Good evening, Nation's Corner friends, family, and fans. John in South Jersey here. Welcome to another edition of the Nation's Corner. And as usual, as always, my usual cast of unusual characters are joining me tonight as we talk a little wrestling. First and foremost, he is a two-time world's greatest grandpa, all the way from Monrovia via the Belt Parkway and various other side roads as well. But he is the resident ranter of the Nation's Corner, Mongrovian Mike. What's up, brother?
You're on mute. What are you doing?
You're muted.
You're on mute.
You're on mute.
I'm muted. I said.
Yes.
I was telling you I was on mute. I thought you were taking me off. I thought you muted me.
I
Maybe.
didn't.
I
I
am
can.
Papa. I'm Papa.
Yeah. Yes, he is.
Yes. 2.0. How's
Yes.
it going, everybody? What's up?
It's great.
All right, now he has his mic fixed, but also joining me, not only is she the social media maven of the Nation's Corner, she is one half of the hottest tag team in all of professional wrestling, and that's intergender or non. You know it as two breasts and one leg. We call it the three-piece with a side, and that side is GFY. She is the great and powerful Debhausen.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
What do you guys call your finishing move?
We're working on that.
Did we think of one?
Not yet.
I
We
don't
will,
know.
though.
Not yet.
But that's how good we
I
are.
don't
We
know.
can't get booked anywhere. No one wants to take us on.
Nope.
You know, between Deb's enhanced advertising and AK9K, no one wants to mess with us.
What can I say? They're all
Hey.
afraid.
You know,
We
FAF,
got to think up a finish move because everybody's favorite take.
we need a good tag team finish. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. We'll work on it. We will work on it.
We'll work on it.
Mac.
What's up to everybody in the chat?
Yes.
Dirty.
everybody
Dirty,
joining us,
Mac.
Little dirty. What's up?
Neil,
You know, man.
Well,
What's
speaking
up,
going
of-
by
What's
so
so,
fast.
thank you for subscribing.
speaking of our young
Anybody
fans,
watching, like, subscribe, share, you know, all that, you know.
Yeah.
all that good
yeah.
stuff,
Speaking
you know.
of our younger friends, man, like Little Dirty, man. Congratulations to our boy Drake. How about
L.A.
Yes.
Drake. Yeah.
yeah?
Young man is
Yes.
matriculating to high school. And evidently from a post from his wonderful mom,
Mhm.
my boy's been busy, not only running
He's been
indies and
busy.
everything, but doing very well in school and sports. And
I mean,
keep it up,
honor
Drake.
roll in school and learning how to mess people up in the ring.
Hey.
How great!
Yes.
And
The
and
future
you know
is in
he-
good hands.
You know he
And
you know he can
a
handle
bunch
the
of
mic.
sports and a bunch of school activities.
Yes.
Dude
You know
is
he can
busy.
handle the mic. Yeah, I mean he's a 5-tool player. That's
He
our
is.
boy. He's L.A. Drake. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great. I love that.
Uh,
But yeah, congratulations to
Except I
Drake.
root for the Dodgers.
You know, we
Oh.
were wondering a week or so ago. I haven't heard Drake's voice on the calls lately.
hey,
And
Busy
I was
kid.
just like, oh, he must be busy with school or something. Turns out he's been real busy.
yeah. In
Yeah.
school and
If only
in
we were
wrestling
that
leagues.
busy when we were in school, huh? We were busy doing other things.
Yeah, we won't talk
I-
about that though.
Hey, listen,
I was not doing
I'm not a role
things
model.
in
I'm not a role model.
No.
No, not at all. I am everything but a role model. But anyway, not to steal from Cody
I just
Rhodes,
want to mention this. Hold on, this chat just popped up. Yeah, so you can catch us like right here this time every Saturday. We just like to do kind of like a 1 hour a week thing, catching up, talking about our week. We do private Zoom watch alongs, watching everything every night of the week as much as we possibly can. So So yeah, we just don't do like live streamed watch alongs. We just kind of have a little group thing that we do and we're just chilling. But you can watch us right here every Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern time.
And
But
pretty
you're
much
more than-
everyone that's ever on the show watches pretty much everything out there.
Yeah.
So hey, Michelle, yeah, you know what? Congratulations to two great parents too.
Yeah. Good job.
Yes.
Good
Yes,
job.
exactly. You guys did a great job, and we love that kid.
Yeah.
And I owe him.
Yeah.
I owe him. I'm looking at it right now. The Busted Open signed by Bully and Dave, the Motley Crue cover that Scotty printed. I'm gonna get Scotty to mail it out to you, Drake.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
All right.
Awesome. All right, let's get into it.
Yeah, what do you want to talk about? Where do you want to start? Another very
I'm not
interesting
blowing
week.
smoke up kids' asses. Do you know what I say about them kids?
F
Let's
them
go.
kids.
Go.
Little bastards deserve to
let's-
keep.
Let's quick get into the indie stuff. We were just talking before we went live about all the indie shows that we know of that there's so many indie shows out there, but there's just certain ones that we pay attention to.
Right.
So yeah, John, you pay attention more than me to everything out there. So
yeah, and
what's
I want to
going
start.
on?
I want to start with this one, and there are a few, but I'll start with this one. Battle of the Brave. That if you've been paying attention to social media, this is a benefit show. It's actually happening pretty much right now here on the East Coast.
Right now.
Right up the road from me in Rahway, New Jersey. This was organized and put together by Steve Macklin and Deanna Purrazzo, who you both know from TNA and AEW Wrestling, who also happen to be married, husband and wife. And
Yes.
Steve himself is a United States Marine veteran. And they came up with this idea about a year ago, and they've been planning it for a year to put together this big pay-per-view to support. They're very heavily involved in the Tunnel to Towers organization and the benefit and help they provide to wounded service veterans and victims of 9/11, and something they've been both, and they're local. They're based out of North Jersey, so they put this pay-per-view together. It is being streamed on YouTube. It will be available for replay after you watch us. Hint, hint, don't do it now. But and it's just, I thought it was a very cool and unique idea for, wrestling is always given back in one way or another, and they've always helped and supported people, no matter what. I just thought this was something very cool. From two people kind of using their name and notoriety in wrestling to put this together, and congratulations. I hope it goes good. From what I understand, they had a.
Can you smarten us up about what Deanna is doing? Not just being a teacher, but she's also was getting involved about things to go on at the school, like the school funding and stuff. So they're both very involved in Jersey and local stuff going on.
Well,
so
Steve has always had a connection because of his veteran status. He was an Afghanistan war vet. Gianna, besides getting her master's degree, full-time wrestler, getting a master's degree in education, has kind of taken up the cause locally up by where she grew up in North Jersey. They have a lot of problems with school funding and schools not getting the attention and the budgets they deserve. And that's kind of has become her cause, that she, will speak and get out and beat the drum for public school funding and school funding in general, so they can have programs to educate people.
Because she was very active in the after school sports or whatever, and all of that stuff too. Because you notice that she posts a lot of her pictures when she was in high school, and she just wants that for the same thing for the other kids that are growing up where she grew up, and that's pretty honorable.
Yeah.
And I'd like to say, since we were talking about Tunnel to Towers and our vets, today is on June 6th, 1944 was D-Day. A lot of young men died that day. And also, I mean, during all of World War II, but on that particular day, there were many 17 and 18-year-olds that didn't see the next day or the sunfall that day. So just remember, it's about them. Everything is about them. I have an Uncle Louis that I never met who died not at Normandy, but was in World War II. I believe he died in Italy. So, you know, and then both my grandpas were in the war. So it's just, you know, it's a special day. It's a special day. It's not cliche. They are, and always will be the greatest fucking generation ever. So that's all I'll say about that. So,
yeah.
If you weren't born then, I wasn't born then either, and I appreciate it. So,
but
not according to Neil.
Well, Neil's crabby. But I'm about to make Neil smile and all the rest of the insomniacs around here, because also we have this in the middle of the night. The finals, New Japan Wrestling Finals of the Best of the Super Juniors is taking place sometime in the middle of the night, although it's daytime in Japan. Don't make me do math.
Neil will respond to anybody in the chat if they have any questions about the New Japan show and the Super Juniors.
Neil is our resident New Japan guy.
Neil and Ezra.
Yeah.
Neil
All
and Ezra
questions
are the
go
ones
to
that
them.
know their shit on the anything
and let's face it,
Japan.
Get the information now, so in 6 months when you see them on AEW, you know who they are.
There you go. Yeah, I don't pay attention to New Japan a whole ton. I see things here and there on social media, but I like you said, there's probably going to be some people that are going to show up in AEW at some point soon, and and even the ones that I'm not familiar with, Takeshita. I was not familiar with Takeshita before he appeared. Wasn't he on Forbidden Door? Was his first AEW appearance?
I believe.
May have been.
Might have, yeah.
And I was like, I don't know who that is, but I like him. And look at him now.
He was good. Oh yeah, the PSA for everybody. Just DM me. I'll send you Neil's password for New Japan.
Right. For New Japan World.
Yeah,
right.
You can Venmo me. $10 I'll send you.
Yeah, and of course you forward that on to Neil. Hint, hint. But yeah, but ladies and gentlemen, this is the best weekend ever. Why? I'll tell you why.
Who? Why? Oh.
Ooh.
Occurring right now, we are into the semifinal rounds. As I glanced over my shoulder at my television, Game Changer Wrestling presents Tournament of Survival 11 that started earlier this afternoon, live from the Showboat in the basement on Trailer Plus TV, and also tomorrow as well. And the Tournament of Survival is occurring right now.
Yes.
In the first round, you had Takeda beat Gresham, and that's not a misprint. That's not a typo. That's Jonathan Gresham competing in a death match.
That match, man. That match.
It was phenomenal. I had no idea if Gresham's going to do any more, but please come back. Please come back. Please come back. And by far the best match of all of them so far in the first round. And once it gets, if you can't watch it, make sure you see clips of this. Nino Extremo and Little Sicko put on an absolute deathmatch clinic. Those two guys are out of their effing minds. Absolutely out of their minds. Such an amazing physical, just holy shit match, start to finish. Plain and simple. But that's going on this weekend. Like I said, the tournament is tonight. They will have the winner tonight before they go out there, and then they have another complete card tomorrow.
I urge you to look at your screen. For anybody who also has GCW right now on a side screen, like we might possibly look at the contraption that's in the ring right now.
Oh, the Tokyo Tower. Yes. Shout out to Matt Tremont and Big Vin, who is the son of ECW legend 911, but does a lot of the props and all the fuckery that you see put together. That's from the mind and creativity of Big Vin and Matt Tremont. So shout out to them because they always have crazy shit.
Yeah. When you mentioned Matt Tremont, I just saw a post from our very own Nat Castle. The oh my God, the Creative Pro Women's Champion. She had a match with Tremont. I just saw that and I was like, I felt so bad for her. That's our very own Latina Spice. She always loves when she sees me wearing her shirt at the events. But you survived the kid, and that's it. Because as much as we talk about Gabby, like this other woman is right up there, like right there, So it's so great watching both of them grow. Yeah. She's doing stuff that Gabby was doing a year ago. So now it's the progression is just keep going. Go ahead, John. Back to you, buddy.
All right. Let's see. And of course we have do we want to talk AEW now or
yeah, I guess so.
No. All right. Well, let's for Collision tonight.
No other indie shows you wanted to mention that we know of? I mean, we can only pay attention to so much that's out there.
On the horizon, yes, but this weekend I kind of left everything open just because it's Tournament of Survival. So, let's
priorities.
Yeah.
All right. Well, then let's. We have matches tonight in the Owen Hart Cup on Collision, correct?
No, there's no men's matches tonight. There is one of the women's matches.
Okay. So I need this one.
That was the updated bracket for the men's. There's the women's. Right. So tonight we have Persephone and Hazuki, if I'm pronouncing that correctly.
Yes.
On Collision tonight.
Okay.
I mean the women's, if we're looking at the women's now, obviously we had Mercedes Moné's return. Right. I had kind of I think the writing was on the wall for a lot of people. If you're paying attention that Mercedes was going to be returning imminently. Obviously Willow's injury left a spot open in the cup. So, I mean, who knows for whatever they had originally planned for Mercedes to return, but I think this works out perfectly. I'm guessing that Persephone is going to win tonight, and then she will go on to face Mercedes in the semifinals. They have history from CMLL last year. And if Mercedes beats her, then she will go on. I'm predicting that it will be Athena on that side of the bracket that goes to the finals.
Yeah. So one could say,
and they have history.
They have history.
One could say that they knew beforehand, before the brackets were even made, that Willow was gonna bow out because of a previous injury happening.
That could be possible.
But
could be
because. In my mind, I always feel like they always leave a blank spot in some kind of tournament for some surprise return. If there is a possibility of a return or a surprise, signing, new signing, which is good because I'd rather see that sometimes than the usual lights go on, lights go off, or the person in the black hoodie comes running down for any promotion. They do that. I'm like, oh, okay.
Well, just coming out of Dynamite this past Wednesday, we have a lot of things. Obviously, Mercedes returning was one, and possibly, arguably, my favorite wrestler in AEW right now is out spitting on graphics and climbing ladders and calling for death to an entire organization. Of course, I'm talking about the Toxic Spider, Tekla, also your AEW Women's World Champion. Man, I love Tekla.
Yes.
That is
Yes.
Winky Snow's European cousin, and I hope she never changes. That woman
Yes.
is such a breath of fresh air, especially for American
She's like
wrestling.
a hybrid of our kaiju ketchup queen there.
Yes.
The one of the leaders in the PWO.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a hybrid between her, our very own Lindsay Snow, and Luna Vachon.
Yes.
And
Absolutely. But
and she also does her promos very low, like a Jake the Snake. I wouldn't be surprised if Jake is helping her with promos, but I wouldn't, because they're both obviously affiliated.
yeah.
But it's just her delivery, whether it's from watching his promos or she's learning right at 101 right from the master.
Yeah.
But she is great. And then she throws in the little humor at the right time, and then goes back to being the toxic bitch that she is, the spider.
Yes.
I didn't get fired from Stardom. All right.
I did get fired, kicked out of Japan. Yeah, I did.
Let me spit on their fucking logo. So,
but you know what I like about the promo that she did on Wednesday, I think I said it when we were on Zoom. She does the walk and talk really well.
Yes. Whether it's from backstage or from the top.
Yeah.
Yeah, and for those who know, some kind of TV history, the walk and talk was a TV kind of filming thing that was done famously on the West Wing back in the day.
Okay.
The walk and talk, where scenes would be kind of filmed as someone, like one shot as someone was walking through the hallways or whatever. I love that she does that. It makes it so interesting because you're not just watching someone standing there talking. She's moving from kind of one area to another. So I think it creates more visual interest. And then it sets up for the ladder thing that she did. Like, she's on the entrance ramp, doing her promo, and I see Julie and Sky pulling out a ladder. I'm like, why are they pulling out a ladder?
No, I thought she was.
And then they placed it right below the Stardom logo on the screen where the Forbidden Door logo was, with all the promotions logos on it. I'm like, why did they put a ladder by the Stardom logo? And then she starts climbing up the ladder. Oh, okay. All right, I got you. I know what you're doing.
I thought she was going to do a derby to somebody.
Right.
I thought she was going to whip it out and piss on the Stardom logo.
Yeah. But one of the things that I like is, I know Neil's not going to like this, so shut your ears, Neil. I love that she's kind of the antithesis of the typical Joshi wrestler. Like, in her promo, she talked about that she wasn't the typical cutesy girl who, wore the adorable little outfits and sings and dances.
Yeah.
And I love that she's the exact opposite of that.
Yeah, just have her kill Riho, have her kill Yukazaki, have her kill, just have her kill all these Joshi girls and lead up right to Mina.
See, there you go. Neil agrees with me.
Is Mina the biggest Joshi wrestler from there? Right
Probably.
now?
I mean, in the United States, yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying in Joshi. I'm saying that from signed here, but like her,
Yeah, I would have to think so. She's the biggest in AEW, obviously. I mean, you have to.
And now
against
smart
like
me
EO
up, John. Smart me up, John. The women like Io Sky and Asuka and them. Did they come from Joshi Pro too?
Joshi Pro and DDT Pro. I don't think.
Okay.
They may have been at Stardom. I'm not 100% sure.
And
but not long. Yeah, but I don't think they were in Stardom long.
Okay. That's all. I just wanted to be. educated about some of the Japan stuff. It's because no matter what, like in all honesty, we joke around. Oh, it's on at 3 a.m. It's, you know what I mean. It's a 5 out. You know, the G1 is like 500 brackets before you even get to the main last 25 brackets.
Right. And then, you know, then we're turning the calendar for the next year.
And
like,
then it's like,
but
it's a lot to keep up with.
But the G1, the G1 goes from Christmas to New Year's, except it starts on New Year's and ends on Christmas.
Yeah.
So
anyway. I commend people like Neil and Ezra who can keep up with all the Japanese wrestling. I know the way I am. If I don't watch a show live, like I just can't catch up. I can't.
Yeah, I swear to God, though, you could watch a New Japan or All Japan. You could watch one of these matches with I've sat there and watched for an hour or so with that. Like I didn't know how to get the English on the app.
Neil thinks we're bitching too much. Sorry.
I'm not complaining. No, I'm not. I'm just gonna put New Japan over. Like no matter what, I can sit there and watch it. It is like I understand the story they're telling, even though I don't know what the hell the guy is saying, except you know.
Yeah. Same thing with the the mask versus mask that has been the talk of everything this week.
Exactly.
Like you don't speak the language, but it's not very difficult to figure out what's happening.
And, on the flip side for that, bravo to Corey Graves. He's going to be going down as one of the all-time great broadcasters.
Yes.
In wrestling because of how he incorporates. Certain things, metal phrases and stuff like that, from songs. And that's a personal thing, but he is so good. And he even will explain, like sometimes when you hear in the announcer say something, and he says this about that guy, because he understands, everybody knows, if they don't, everybody knows that his brother is big in Mexico. Yeah. And Sam Adonis, is that his name?
Yeah, Sam. He uses a different one in Mexico. I think he's El Rudico. Or
if you want to, I would say if you want to understand Lucha Libre, this version of it, the Corey Graves calling it, really, really helps you. And then when he's sitting there with someone like a JBL or a Conan, what a fantastic job they do. And you can watch it on YouTube. Just watch it. It's the AAA shows are really, really good. And you know what? You could be, you could have your qualms with like WWE product and this and that, but they really have helped AAA. And I'm sure it's the same thing the way Tony and AEW are helping CMLL.
Yeah. CMLL is like CMLL does like 4 or 5 shows a week now, and everything sells out. It's ridiculous.
It's also helping them how to communicate with the American audience and camera placement and all that stuff. It's really something that everybody learns, or we see them. They learned it on AEW because we were there from the beginning, and they're still learning. And we see it over time, whatever complaints you have, you can't have any complaints about those vignettes that they do, whatever they want to do, whenever they want to introduce someone, especially in the friggin' NXT.
Right.
Yeah. But all right, let's talk about this though for a second, because it's a very, or seemingly a very hot topic right now. We all love tournament wrestling. And we should, as wrestling fans, look around how many tournaments we have going on right now. You literally have the Tournament of Survival occurring right now.
One.
You have the Owen Hart for the men and women in AEW.
That's
you
2.
You have the final of the King of the Super Juniors, or Best of the Super Juniors in New Japan. You have ongoing now, and we'll talk about that as we go, King and Queen of the Ring in WWE.
Yeah.
And, and tournaments always work. because they always make interesting matchups, and you can kind of look at them and say, okay, this one, like we just did with the women's Owen Hart, these two will match up. This one moves on, this one. But, there's always plenty of chances and opportunities to go, oh, shit, or, oh, I didn't expect that, and all that. So while we complain about, oh, the product gets stale from time to time, and it does, and they have highs and lows and stuff, tournaments have always been kind of the cure-all for that, because it's fresh interest with fresh faces and things you don't see, especially when they get into, especially like WWE, the King and Queen of the Ring has people from both SmackDown and Raw. So you get those matchups that you normally wouldn't see, beside what is already going on the respective shows. So, I mean, good thing for tournament wrestling.
Yeah.
We need more.
I love it.
And it's like we don't have enough to watch and talk about. Why not?
I love tournaments. It's one of the reasons why I absolutely love the Continental Classic. Because it occurs towards the end of the year, and sometimes that's often seen as kind of a lull period in the year. So, it brings some excitement to kind of watch week after week.
I'm not going on a rant or anything, Deb. I just want to know, why is, like, Moxley is the Continental Champion, right?
Yeah.
Why does he defend it in this tournament? Like,
because it's not a championship. Like the tournament is like, it's not like he's defending it in the tournament. He's participating in the tournament in order to win it again, so to speak.
Yeah.
But doesn't he defend it?
No.
He does defend it. Yes.
Well,
so it's both. It's both a championship and a prize for a tournament.
You know what would make it interesting if he dropped it during the tournament, put it up and then won it back at the end of the tournament. That would be interesting. Like, I don't know.
You know what I mean? Like, that would be weird.
It's strange though that he's defended, because like to right now I'm going, okay, he's gonna win. Like, unless they keep building him with Kyle, because I know that, like, I know I loved that match, seeing it at Double or Nothing,
right?
And I know, or the other Kyle. So there's two Kyles, which is strange, because if they were in WWE, one of them would have to change their name legally.
Well, no, I like it just.
We can have two Kyles.
I like it just
let's
because.
Go, Kyle.
Let's go, sucks.
Yeah.
Let's go, Kyle. Kyle sucks.
Yes, that's who. Yeah, we had that with the Adams. We need that with the Kyles.
Yes.
Go ahead. Keep us on track. I'm sorry.
And just real quick on the Continental Classic, I like that the Continental Classic, the current champion has to participate, because if they win, that means they defend, they keep the belt. But if they lose, now you're guaranteed a champion regardless. It's none of this. Oh, well, I don't care who won, I'm still the champion.
Yeah,
no,
like if you
lose, you're done.
But like the title is never up when he's in the Continental Classic.
Right. Yeah.
No, it's not.
When
he's in the matches during the tournament, those are not title matches.
If someone challenges him, he could put it up, and they could possibly win it, and they could be in his slot in that tournament. Is that how it would go?
No. No.
Sorry.
No. He just participates in it. The winner of the
title is not on the line during tournament.
It doesn't matter who he wrestles in the tournament. He can walk in being the champion and wrestle the entire tournament and lose, and whoever wins, they're the champion. It doesn't come down to, it doesn't matter if he puts it up during the tournament against anybody.
So if he's in the semifinals against someone and they beat him, they don't become the champion in the semifinals. They just advance to the finals.
Yeah. I understand it now. Let me ask you something else. I kind of like the old school way of the King of the Ring tournament, where a bulk of the matches happen throughout the night. So like your last three, like when Stone Cold Steve Austin won the King of the Ring, that most famous. Yeah. That's the most famous King of the Ring ever. He actually fought once, went to the hospital because his lip was busted open, got sewed, came back, beat again, and became King of the Ring. So like It'd be good if there was, at least when it got down to the last like 4 or 5 guys, 6 people, that a couple of them had to go twice in one night. That'd be
I think that's why, like, if we look at the current brackets now, I don't remember if it was this way last year, or if this is a new thing for this year, that they are fatal 4-way matches in the first round. So I think that's why they're doing it, because then it's less matches overall. You still have the same number of participants, but it's less
Night
matches
of Champions
overall. And that too, they don't, like, if you only had one-on-one matches, they might need more shows in order to get through the whole bracket.
Event, right? Night of Champions is a Saturday night's main event, right?
No, I believe.
No, it's on. Yes, it's on Saturday. Yes, it's on a Saturday. It's not a Saturday night's main event, but it's on Saturday.
Oh yeah, they would be saying it's a Saturday night's main event. They're gonna.
It's in Saudi, isn't it?
It is in Saudi.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well.
So I can't remember exactly what time it's airing, but if it's in Saudi, it's going to be on in the earlier.
Okay,
afternoon.
so we'll know who the 4 people will be fighting in Saudi then. Okay, for the
we'll know the finals are occurring. Are occurring, and I like the idea of the 4-way just because yes, it is less matches and all that, but again, you have such a stacked roster in WWE and excellent wrestlers, both male and female, that don't get a lot of opportunity. Just and that is what it is. There's only so much. We always talk about. There's only so much time, TV time available for people to be on TV for them. So I'm in favor. Put them all in. Make them battle royals. Make them however, because it gives people a chance to be on TV that you normally don't see on TV.
Yeah, and that is one of the things I do like about tournaments. Like we were saying, there's a lot of tournaments across the companies, and that is why it's intriguing, because not only you get people on TV that you might not see very often otherwise, you get interesting matchups that are possibly not part of current storylines, but maybe it's a matchup you've wanted to see, or maybe it can be a kickoff to a storyline, or maybe there could be intertwining storylines. Throughout the
never know. You never know. You can look and see, oh wait, I see, someone sees a spark between this one and that one. Or it could be planned ahead that, these two are gonna
kind of like in Royal Rumble, where you see multiple different things throughout the whole match that are people facing off, different storylines happening.
Yeah, because in a Rumble, in every Rumble, everyone gets their shit in. So you always look for who gets the biggest pop out of all of that stuff, and who they're doing it to, who they hate, who they love. But you're right, they are fun.
And this may be a bit of a hot take, but I have to kind of call this out because it's been bugging me all week. If you listen to Pro Wrestling Nation 24/7 like we all do, and especially, unfortunately, to Off the Ropes with Jonathan Coachman, I don't know if this is a work, and I can't think that this man is experienced and knowledgeable as he says he is. Can't understand how he keeps saying, I don't know why Liv Morgan's in the tournament. Well, what's she going to do? Wrestle herself?
Me, because I don't know either.
Now, Liv Morgan is in. I'm
not sure why the champion is in the tournament to get a shot at the championship.
And this is where I guess
Is it like a Continental Classic thing? Is that what this is?
No. It sounds like to me. To me, it sounds like it's we got to create a rift between her and Big Mommy.
Maybe,
but there are other ways to go about creating storyline. John, go ahead.
Yeah, the last pay-per-view they just had, the last big event, Clash in Italy. Liv Morgan was on the post show, whatever, And she said that she was entering the tournament. Why? Because she wants both belts. If she wins the Queen of the Ring as champion, she gets to face the other champion. And she wants both belts. How hard is that to understand?
So I earlier, just before we went on here, when I was looking on Twitter to find the King and Queen of the Ring brackets, I saw something. Now, obviously, this happened literally before we went live, so I didn't get a chance to verify or anything.
Right.
But I saw something that apparently now they said that the winners of the King and Queen of the Ring tournaments just challenge the championship of their brand. They don't get to pick which championship it is. I don't know if that's true, but that's just something that I just saw as I was trying to find those graphics.
All right. So, and not that I'm saying that Liv would win, but that was kind of the scenario that she was playing out. She calls herself the greatest, best women's wrestler ever, the best women's champion. She said it over and over. And not even Sports Illustrated or Bleacher Report said that, but she's saying it. So, and she said, she goes, I want both. I'm going to win the Queen of the Ring, and I'm going to become the women's world champion. Meaning she's going after both belts. And I can't, and regardless of the story, I cannot understand how this grown man who is so much better than everybody else, his words, not mine, can come out and say, I don't understand.
Cue the I'm so humble sound.
Please. Where's Andre when I need him? But it absolutely drove me up the wall. I'm like, you cannot be this dumb. You cannot.
Well, on the other side, I also see how completely oblivious he can be when it comes to AEW stuff.
And he's
it's a pattern.
Oblivious to WWE too.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know.
No, he's knowledgeable.
Oblivious.
The weekly rant about his TiVo not recording the overrun.
Right.
Sorry, nobody else has that problem.
No, not even Tommy Dreamer, because he's TiVo rich.
Oh, man.
But I just had to bring that out real quick. Like I said, I love tournaments because you can kind of figure out who's doing what, but you gotta let them play out to see what's happening. So
yeah.
But SmackDown last night, we had a very interesting kind of brouhaha, so to speak.
It's a
brouhaha.
That what started out to be obviously a singles match between.
It just started out as a ruckus and then it evolved into a brouhaha.
Yes, that's very, very good. You took the words right out of my mouth.
All right.
Because the ruckus started between obviously Gunther and Cody Rhodes after the finish of the main event of Clash in Italy when Gunther's foot was clearly under the rope, blah, 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 whatever. But now we have a very interesting wrinkle, I think, in the fact that Sami Zayn has interjected himself into this ruckus and is now turning it into a brouhaha. Because now what was seemingly started out as a rematch between Gunther and Cody for the title is now really pushing forward that it's going to be a three-way. And, I didn't quite see it. Sammy's been kind of on this, my diehard fans kind of, always sticking by me kind of things, but he hasn't really gotten that push. But now it seems like he is. But again, nothing would make me happier than see Sami Zayn with a world title belt around his waist. Nothing but. The guy has been an absolute top-notch performer in and out of the ring forever. But again, while I would be very interested in seeing Sammy with some sort of a title run or being involved in this, I cannot see them going with Sammy over Cody Rhodes and or Gunther. So while it's interesting to watch as a story, it's almost like I kind of know how this is going to end. And I don't like the ending. It's that simple. I just don't like the ending. So I don't know what to think about it. I don't want to shit all over it because it's actually pretty good. But like I said, we know how this is going to end, and I just don't like it. But I don't know. What's your thoughts on it, Mike?
I'm just happy for Sammy too, like you said, you know. But he sounds like a little bit of a crybaby. So
real quick, because that sticks in my head.
Yeah,
your weekly PSAs. Tony Khan spend the money for Brass Monkey for Speedball Mike Bailey.
Yes,
and God damn it, TKO Bruce Pritchard, Hunter, somebody have Sammy backstage in one of his tracksuits. And he goes into the pocket and pulls out a red fucking mask.
Listen,
you know
like
it's not going to happen.
And
you know it's not going to happen.
Why?
But
just
Deb,
have him pull a mask out and have him look at the mask.
Listen, I play 2K20.
You know that's not going to happen because that's a Ring of Honor thing.
I don't give a shit. I'm still holding out hope. We still don't have.
And they can't mention anything about Ring of Honor because if they mention anything about Ring of Honor, that will incentivize people to check out Ring of Honor, which they don't want people to do.
They don't have to, Deb, because 2K25 and 2K26 have El Ordinario in it. It's clearly, you see, it's Sami Zayn under a mask, and that's it. It's the character. You could laugh at it, but the kids will know if some masked man comes out with red whiskers and everything hanging out of it, like freaking Dusty Rhodes with the midnight
right.
Hulk Hogan as the Patriot. Yeah, you know. So, but yeah, along those lines, he could come out as El, and really he could. You know what? He could come out as El. Get it where he gets the angle where he's El Ordinario against El Grande, because El Grande is still a heel. So. But I think he can do that. And while I'm talking about 2K26, there's this ref in there. She's got this tight bun. I want to just, they got her in there now. If you beat the shit out of the ref, you get disqualified. So I can't even hit her with a chair once and get away with it. So that sucks.
Right, because it reminds you of someone. Is that why? Because it reminds you of someone.
They got to run around. The ref is running around like this. They got the guy pinned, running around, so get down. One.
Are you really complaining about a video game?
Come on.
Yes, he is. He had to rant about something.
All right, go ahead. Hey, I ranted about a game.
All right, I'm kind of all over the place, but Deb, I want your input on this specifically because I'm not going to ask Mike. Are the Death Riders baby faces now?
I don't know.
It depends on the day.
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
It depends on the day. It depends on who they're facing.
I've come to accept that. The sickos don't care. Like they come out.
I honestly, I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit.
Okay.
Like
no.
That's an answer as well. I think
that the fans can pick up on context clues. That's something that's missing for a lot of people is people don't know how to pick up on context clues anymore. And I think specifically with the Death Riders, if you pick up on context clues, you can pretty easily figure out show to show if they're the good guy in the situation or the bad guy in the situation. It's not that hard.
I won't go on a rant, but context is the last word I've ever thought of when it comes to the Death Riders.
Well,
that's just me. That's just me. But you know what? Regardless,
I mean,
you know what?
So
say
we have John in the chat that doesn't like the gray areas. I love the gray areas. That's life.
No,
that's how
gray
life
areas
is.
Are good. There's always room for gray.
Not very, very few things in life are completely binary concepts.
Some would say
there's gray areas in everything, and that's realistic.
Some would say MJF is in gray areas plenty of times.
Yes.
No, right. I understand with when there's a guy, if they're heels, I remember, Kevin Owens is a heel. But they go to Toronto and they're cheering him. They're not gonna, you never know. But the other thing, I understand the context. I understand what you're saying, Deb. I'm not I was just being
it's really not hard to figure out if like you're watching Dynamite or Collision if Moxley is acting as a babyface or if he's acting as a heel. It's not that hard to figure out. Just watch and pay attention.
He uses a lot of words to try to describe it sometimes, though. That's where it gets a little.
I know he uses big words and that confuses people, but
yes. well, and context is a very good point, especially after this past Wednesday, Deb. Let's face it, the Death Riders were seemingly in a battle with the Don Callis family. So that automatically makes them babyface because everybody hates Don Callis.
Hey, you know what? You know what though? With the Callis family, there's the confusion there too, though. Because Don Callis, it's always 24/7, fuck Don Callis. Yet there's certain people that will get the yes, he did try to kill him, and Danielson still got to get him back.
What you fail to realize is that when stories are being told, characters evolve over time.
Yeah, sure. But the other thing is, though, with the Callis family, there's definitive people in that family that people are going to boo just as much as they boo Callis. But then there's people in there, Takeshita. Well, now he's gone. It seems like he's with the with the conglomeration.
He's with the conglomeration now.
Yeah, yeah.
He's gonna get a backpack of his own and everything.
He's got his own backpack, man. But, Orange, I saw the promo, the thing, man. Orange went here. Shit. It's real now. He's got a backpack for that.
Like the conglomeration, they're definitive. Like you don't week after week.
Yes.
There's nothing you're gonna say that says, "Oh, that was a heel move." And listen, they do it in WWE too, because how many, like Cody Rhodes supposed to be the biggest babyface, but how many times has he been such a dirty heel sometimes?
Sure.
And I understand
Cody
that's
Rhodes
the Homelander
heel for like a year now.
I understand you get the Homelander thing, but I'm saying even back in the day, like using, using the sledgehammer and stuff to make AJ quit, shit like that. But anyway, that's beside the point. And go ahead.
But no, with Mox, like you said on Wednesday, it was pretty obvious. Like Mox and the Death Riders might be heels in some aspects because of the way they behave, but they're battling with the Death Riders, and that's kind of like an ongoing thing. And like you said, in that case, they are the baby faces because Don Callis family, I meant.
Right. See now, yeah.
The Don Callis family. The Don Callis family is always going to be the heels.
Yeah.
Don Callis is the ultimate heel. So in that case, Mox is the baby face because he's going against an even bigger heel.
Yeah.
Now with the Death Riders, Mox gets cheered. He really, he could get boos when he does heelish things, but I'm saying basically gets cheered. Yeah. Marina always gets cheered, no matter what she does.
And that's the thing. And like
Claudio does. Claudio gets
there's multiple different people across wrestling right now that are very talented in the way that, like, they know how to get cheers or boos, or they know how to make you cheer them in one instance and then 2 seconds later make you boo them, and then by the time they're done with their promo make you cheer them again. Yeah, that's talent.
I was gonna say,
I saw Mance Warner just posted a tweet earlier today saying that that's something he enjoys doing at indie shows, is just seeing how much, like, in one promo or one match he can get the crowd to kind of turn on him and back and forth.
He's got that talent. He's got that definitive talent.
That's talent.
Because he does not change his character one bit, but he can say one thing and go bam like that, and one thing and have the crowd cheer him. So But in the Death Riders, I just don't see Wheeler Yuta and Daniel Garcia getting cheered if they're a group of faces, like, if they're coming out, like, they'd
have to do something drastic in the character building to turn them into baby faces.
You've seen it when, like, Claudio and him team up, or Pac and him team up, and, like, Pac will get cheated no matter what. Even when Pac goes on the top rope and says, "Fuck you, I'm not doing the special dive for you." He still gets cheers. And, like, Wheeler come in, boom, boom.
Yes.
And then
Wheeler
the
Yuta got cheered
back.
in Philadelphia in his hometown. We were
He did?
there at the
Oh, yes.
ECW arena.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Wheeler Yuta got booed in his hometown.
Yes.
Yeah. That was before he lost the hand, right?
Yeah, but still,
Yes.
he's still the poor guy's just standing at ringside and still gets the fuck you to chant.
Yeah,
Yes.
no, but and I'm not saying that I hate him. I'm saying like what could get you to cheer for him?
No.
Because even when he's in a match where the other guy that is notably loved, like even with Mox, like they
would need to do something big as part of the storyline to fully like turn him babyface to get him cheered. That's not an easy thing.
But
yeah,
here's something that,
quite honestly, he sounds a little squeaky when he talks. So like, keep him off the mic.
Yeah,
let Marina talk for him. She's scared as F.
But something that we all can cheer about. A certain promo was cut Wednesday night on Dynamite from one Mark Briscoe.
Yes.
Who has definitely made his intentions clear that he is going after MJF. And not that it was a promo unlike what he's done before. It was the way that it was delivered and the way it hit me. That wasn't Mark Briscoe talking. And if you know history and past like I do, that man channeled something that he's never done before, and I hope he continues to. He channeled an inner Jamin Pugh. And if you don't quite know who that is, God rest him, Jay Briscoe, his brother, who, when they used to do all their promos together in Ring of Honor, Jay was the fired up one that would talk, be in your face and talking and telling you exactly what he's going to do and how he's going to do it and all that. I got chills.
Mark was the guy in the background eating peanut butter out of a jar with a wooden spoon.
Yes, or cheese whiz and crackers.
Cheese whiz and crackers.
Or eating his cereal out of the Crockett cup.
But
the intensity, the wording, the verbiage, everything he used Wednesday night, that was pure Jay Briscoe. And my God, was it powerful. And by the end of it, and even Nick Nemeth said it, by the end of that promo, I was almost on my feet screaming like, fucking let's go, chicken.
I'm gonna let Deb
fucking MJF's ass and get that belt.
I'm gonna start Deb up on a rant, and I know she'll go on a rant. You ain't hearing no what chance from the fucking audience on that promo.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
How annoying.
Right.
I'm just going to lay out and let them go.
You got another guy.
Deserve it.
Eric Young, one of the
let's
masters.
Just go off on a little tangent here. We'll get back to Mark Briscoe.
Yeah.
Let's just go off on a little tangent here.
Yes.
We were watching
TNA.
Mm-hmm.
Eric Young. And the crowd is doing the what chants like every 2 words while he's talking. I wanted to go through the TV, go back in time to the taping, whenever that was a few weeks ago, and punch every single one of those people in their face.
Oh my God, Deb, you know what, Deb? And when we were talking about Tekla channeling that old school friggin' Jake the Snake, that low gravelly voice, that low talking, calm, but someone's insane behind that voice. Eric Young is the opposite. Eric Young is someone that brings you back to the old school, like he gargles with razors and Jack Daniels before he even goes out there and starts talking, And
it's just, to me, it's just so freaking disrespectful. Like the what chant is only acceptable if Stone Cold Steve Austin is in the ring. That's his shtick. That's like, it's expected when he's in the ring that it's going to be said because that's his shtick. Beyond Stone Cold Steve Austin in the ring cutting a promo, nobody should ever be saying that because it's freaking disrespectful. And I'm sick of seeing it on so many shows.
And to
So
his
many
credit,
shows.
there's a lot of people that get lost in the sauce once the watch chants got started, but he handled it. He was able to deliver the promo that he was going to deliver in between the what chants, but it did take away from me that I want to strangle people.
Yes. And when you're watching it on TV and you hear the what chants, it
It's awful.
distracts from what the wrestler is saying. Like, I want to listen to what this wrestler is saying. And that is extremely distracting.
I firmly believe that out of the pandemic era, when we had the what was it called? The Thunderdome. Yeah. When we had the Thunderdome.
Oh my God, I can't even go back and watch that.
No, it's an awful thing. No, I would never go back and watch that, or WrestleMania 36, even though that was the first WrestleMania that we all became a family. But that's a side story. Right. The other thing is just I firmly believe that without that, Roman might not have got over to the new Roman that he was.
Absolutely.
You know, because you were able to get Roman dig into, okay, hey, I have to listen to what Vince says and deliver my lines, but now I can add that Romanesque. There's no more suffering succotash bullshit, no more dog food. No more dog food bullshit, no more I'm the big dog and you know. But
can I just say that the big dog legit got me to hate Michael Cole. Like, I don't know if that was the point. I don't know if that was the intention behind it, but Michael Cole screaming big dog every 2 seconds got me to hate the man. And I didn't start liking him again until he was on commentary with Pat McAfee.
I'll say this. I'll take 100 Michael Coles over one Booker T any day on commentary. But yeah.
Okay. All right. Back to Mark Briscoe. Enough of this tangent. Back to Mark Briscoe.
Them boys, man.
Before we end. Mark Briscoe, that, like, I know, John, it obviously was much more personal for you because you're a long time, like, day one fan. But even for me, who, like, my introduction to the Briscoes was pretty much the FTR trilogy. And if anybody watching hasn't seen it, it's on YouTube. It's phenomenal. Watch it. Just watch it. That was my introduction to the Briscoes. And even for me, watching Mark Briscoe's promo on Wednesday, I got emotional. I was like, oh my God, like he was speaking from the heart. He was really telling a story through his promo, and he was making you care. And that's what we talk about is the most important piece in pro wrestling is you have to care. You have to have an emotional reaction, whether it's, love or hate or somewhere in between. Like, you have to be in some way invested in what's happening. And that was just, that was like the ultimate. That's probably something that, like, will be repeatedly watched or repeatedly shown.
Yeah, I'm very curious to see how this ends up, because if they don't do something off of that, man, talk about a missed opportunity. But again, here's something else now that I'm really liking about AEW recently. I'll say within the last year or so. The title being centered around MJF, whether he's holding it, not holding it, having different people hold it, but he's always been kind of the central character in it. He's either on the chase for it, or he has it, and who's going to step up to him. And we've seen a litany and very top guys in AEW kind of, make their mark, whether they win the title or not from him, but kind of make their mark. And now you are introducing another name, Mark Briscoe. You absolutely believe right now that Mark Briscoe can, and given an opportunity, would beat MJF. And yet here's another guy that he's not Ospreay. We already know he's on his own path. He's not Swerve. He's not He's not Moxley. He's not Adam Page. He's not Andrade. Here's somebody completely out of left field that you, as on the roster, has always been good. But now you're like, wow, I can see the day that Mark Briscoe is the AEW champion. I legitimately can see. And that's, something that AEW, absolutely to their credit, have been doing very well. They are, MJF is still the top guy, with or without the belt. And that you can't deny that. But the way they have interweaved different people and all these guys gunning and looking for their shot or their angle at MJF has really been fantastic. And they just keep getting, different guys involved that you kind of don't really think about. But then you're like, well, yeah, that makes sense. And Mark Briscoe is absolutely the latest one to be now in that mix, and rightfully so.
Agreed.
But
now I love them. You know what? I just want to say about the Briscoes, man. God rest Jay's soul, man. And I know it hits extra home for you, buddy. Because more than just knowing them in their profession, you're pretty friendly with them, you know, on a personal level. And you saw them a million times in Delaware.
I lost my partner.
Oh no.
Oh well. Now we're really off the rails. But yeah, and it's great. And my only last comment, because we're over and we're gonna wrap up.
Yes.
Yes, I miss Jay. Personally, I miss Jay every day.
Yeah.
I really do. Is she back? No, she's not back.
Whoops.
And there she is.
There I am.
Whoops.
Oh, okay.
I think my internet blinked for a second. Everything froze.
All right. Well,
we're bringing it home.
Yeah, we're bringing it home anyway. But just real quick, I always look at, as much as Mark has had success in having success on his own, I always have to stop and think, man, what if? And that's what really, really, really bothers me sometimes. It's like, what if?
And that really has you asking that question if you just go back and watch their series with FTR.
Right.
Yeah.
After 20 years of the fucking grind that they went on and all they accomplished,
some of their old
they were
promos.
they were just right there. And man, it really, that bothers me more than anything anymore. I think about what if, and but it is what it is. And Mark hopefully is going to have a hell of a run with this. Well, so on that note, we have a ton of wrestling going on, folks. So we're going to get out of here so everybody can go watch it. I believe that we are to the finals of the Tournament of Survival.
I believe it's to Kevin. It's against Mr. Danger.
Yes. And it's in the steel cage. So, yes, that is a final. And there is a ton of fuckery all over it. Oh, this is going to be good. Okay.
And Collision has started.
Yes. So, on that note, Mongrovian, how can the folks talk to you?
You can catch me at Mongrovian Mike. And I'll just say the women's match, they started at 9 o'clock. So maybe they listen to us, Doesn't always have to be 9:23. There we go.
Hey.
8 o'clock.
Sometimes you got to change it up.
The lead off, yes. Going good, man. Let's go.
Right.
Debhausen?
That's so debonair on the Twitter machine, the Instagram, the Blue Sky, all of it. Click the link in the bio. And congratulations to Debhausen for having superpowers. The Knicks won last night.
Crap
about basketball, but go Knicks.
Crazy shit today. Some crazy statistics about the Knicks never won 14 in a row,
something like that. Yeah,
by something that much. Wow, so crazy.
Yep, go Knicks. The Debhausen has superpowers.
Yes, he does.
Stephen A. Smith better give him the human monies and
yes. And I love all you diehard sports fanatics
demands.
Losing your fucking minds over some professional wrestler influencing your god fucking loving sport. I love it. I love you all losing your fucking minds. I love it.
Go Dan.
But anyway, you can get with me, folks, at John South Jersey on the internet, of course, on the Twitter machine and the Instagram. And also while you're perusing Instagram, you can keep up with the exploits of the most dangerous weapon in all professional wrestling. Of course, I am talking about the Ass Kicker 9000, the AK9K, and you can keep up with all of his exploits at Ass Kicker 9K on Instagram.
Oh, yeah,
All right,
real quick. In 2K26, when you're on the island, some of the hardcore matches, you get a prosthetic leg. It's like a mannequin leg. But I just think of it as
he gets booked more than I do.
I was grabbing that leg. I was beating the shit out of bitches, man. I was beating the fuck out of
Fucker been
everybody.
holding on me. I gotta get some of that human monies for that. God damn it. Leg's more over than I am.
Oh, so much fun.
Anyway, on that note, folks, happy wrestling, in the words of Ian Riccaboni. Enjoy wrestling, and we will talk to you all next week, folks.